Now, I can't definitively say that 2025 is like the greatest year of gaming ever, but 2025 has been crazy so far. We've had a slew of amazing games that have released, and we still have more that are coming out. But this one game in particular is one that I did not have on my radar, but turned out to be something that was absolutely crazy. Now, the game in question is called Hell Is Us. Now, I had little to no expectations for this game. I seen a few previews. I seen a couple of YouTubers playing it, and I'm like, it looks cool. I don't know. I seen that the demo was available. I'm like, what the hell? Let me jump in it. And when I did, I was thoroughly surprised. And if you happen to be new here, it's your boy Grandpa Casual. We do gaming news, gaming reviews, and overall discussions about gaming. So if and only if that is your vibe, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe because we make videos like this all the time. And for those of you who have never heard of Hell Is Us is an upcoming action-adventure video game developed by Rogue Factor and published by Nacon. And it's set to be released for Windows, PS5, Xbox Series S and S on September 4th of this year. And it's a third-person action-adventure game that combines intense melee combat with the thrill of exploration. So you get to explore a semi-open world to find answers to all of the questions that this game raises, and there are a ton of questions that it raises. And it boasts a hostile world, a unique exploration system, and combat against original creatures. It does have a voice protagonist, and essentially you are smuggled out of this town and then you return to find your parents. The last thing your mother told you is don't ever come back, and she gave you this necklace, and here we are, you're back. And that is essentially all that you get from the story from the jump, and which is more than enough because the world itself and the environmental storytelling here is peak. So right off the bat, I seen that the game was graphically stunning. It really took me by surprise. I don't know why or what made me think that this game was going to be kind of like so-so when it came to the visuals department, but I was absolutely blown away by how beautiful the game looked, so to speak. Because at the same time, this game is extremely weird and very creepy as hell. And it did something for me similar to what Expedition 33 had did for me when I first got engaged with that story. It had me asking so many questions from the jump that I had to play, and I had to continue playing because I just wanted to learn more. I'm like, who is this guy with this huge chin? What is going on in this place? What are these monsters about? What is this weird language? Why are these things happening the way that they're happening? There were so many questions that were raised, and it had me hooked from the jump. And when it came to the story itself, it actually gave me a little bit of Moons of Madness vibe. It was similar in that your mother was deeply tied to everything that was going on around you, and it's the same case here. Your mother left you with this mysterious necklace. You have no idea what it is. You have no idea what it's about, but it's tied to this world deeply, and that's part of the mystery of what you're trying to figure out here. Now, when it came to the combat, I was also surprised there because I thought this was going to be like some action, just straight hack and slash, you know, maybe a Souls-like in the traditional sense, but it was nothing like that. Combat here is a little bit different because enemies have an unusual pattern to them in this game. They move really glitchy in a way that could really throw you off if you're not really prepared for it. But they have all the standard stuff. You have your heavy attack, you have your light attack, you have a perfect parry, and then you have your dodge attack. But then they spice it up by giving you this other ability that when you land a strike on an enemy, they actually have this small window where you press your right bumper, and when you press it, you actually get the gain health back that is equal to the amount of damage that you did to the enemy. And I felt like that was pretty interesting. It actually makes combat really busy and rewarding at the same time because it keeps you on your toes because you're trying to parry, you're trying to dodge, but you're also trying to regain health if you're getting attacked at the same time. So it's a really fun combat loop at the end of the day. It's one of those combat systems that takes a second to get, but once you got it down, it's really fun and rewarding to play. The combat was a breath of fresh air because it's not too easy to the point that you're just stomping through every enemy, but at the same time, it's not so hard that you feel like you're playing Elden Ring or something like that. Now, as far as the game systems, they got some interesting systems here as well. You get this drone companion early on, and so far I've only had the ability to be able to distract other enemies, but I found that super useful. So if you happen to encounter two enemies at the same time and you don't want to fight both, or let's say you encounter three, you can actually use your drone to distract one of them while you fight the other. I found that very interesting. Similar to how Nyx works inside of Star Wars Outlaws, you can actually distract one enemy while you attack another. Same deal here, but I found that to be a great addition nonetheless. Now, I don't know if the drone is going to have any combat capabilities. I'm assuming it will. I haven't gotten that far in the demo, so I'm not even sure if you even get any combat abilities before it ends. Overall, I think this game is cool, but I think that their approach to the gameplay within this game is actually kind of interesting. So there are no map markers, there are no hints or no clues that the game itself gives you. So it's really up to you as the player to figure out all of the puzzles, all of the mysteries within your own merit. So you have to talk to NPCs, you have to look at your environment, you have to pay attention to the little notes. You get tons of notes, and you do this through your data pad, and the data pad allows you to investigate and look at all of the notes and all of the items that you have gathered, and then through that you'll be able to figure out a little bit more about the world or the current tasks that you have. So it really does not hold your hand at all, and that's something I really appreciate because games today really don't subscribe to that. So I found that to be cool. But overall, when it comes to the story and the world and stuff like that, it feels like a very bleak, very dark world, and it really pulls you in from the start. Overall, from the limited demo that I did play, the game looks great. It seems like an amazing story. It's been a great time so far, and I'm looking forward to learning more as we go. I don't know if we're going to learn more at Summer Games Fest at all, but I will be covering that live on this channel. You can find more information on that below. And I really hope that there is more information on this moving forward. It's not slated to come out until September of this year, so we still have a few months. But overall, it seems like they're headed in a great direction. From what I've seen, it's been universally praised so far. So overall, it seems like things are going well. So hopefully it stays on that trend. I'm having a great time with the demo. I'm looking forward to finishing it and seeing what else it has in store, but so far so good. I'm wondering if this is going to be another sleeper of 2025, one that just seems like it comes out of nowhere and just takes the world by storm. Maybe we'll have another Expedition 33 on our hands. Who knows? We'll see. But overall, the team behind it seems to be doing a great job. So, but aside from that, let me know what you think. Let me know in the comments. Have you been playing Hell Is Us demo? Are you enjoying it? Are you looking forward to the full release? I'm always down to have conversations with you all. And also, if you're into having casual, grounded conversations surrounding gaming, consider subscribing. And with that said, thanks so much for chilling with me today, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.